Okay, this is going to be a video to help you get Crossfire just right. Now, to get the flat foot and the run and walk, you know, we're going to help you get it just right. But the real tricky thing is getting that rack just right. And I strongly recommend you work on this without your riding buddies along. You need to get it to where you can put him in that perfect gait all the time before you go out with your friends. I think he's got his tongue over the bit. He stuck it out there like a snake a second ago. Get down and check it.
It's where it should be.
It's under, okay. If an animal gets his tongue over the bit, then he can't breathe or swallow correctly. It's very irritating to him. The bit's designed to lay on the bars and on top of the tongue. So as usual, we're going to start with a quick flat foot. Always back them off. Right there. Now he likes to go, so I mean he's not crazy go, but he's forward thinking, so it's nice to start at this flat foot gait. Hear that slobber? I don't like that slobbery gait. Clean him up, push him a little. Now pull him back and push him. There you go. See, he's very comfortable at that. He knows that's what he's supposed to be doing. You can tell by his ears. I'd like to stay at the flat foot all day. I love that gait, but let's go ahead. And what are we going to do to get him into his run and walk? We might give him a little spur, but most usually just a smooch on him will move him right up. See how easy that is? I'm telling you, this is the machine. And you might also notice he's flopping his ears. He's so comfortable even in his run and walk. He's got a little flop left in those ears. So let's let the reins even looser to see if he'll stay in that gait. Looser. See how it starts to get sloppy? Pull him up a little. Now, I hope you play this video over and over again. Loosen it up again. Let him get sloppy. Well, he didn't do it this time. Now, he just came out of the barn, rode a quarter mile down here to the bottom, and this is how well he's behaving. So you see those loose reins flopping around? That's because he knows what he's supposed to do. Push. Slowed down a little too much there. Push. Tighten up. We're going to tighten up for a minute, square him up a little. Now we're going to release the pressure. You see, we get him right where he ought to be, and then we release the pressure. We got a car right behind us, so let's just pull over here and stop. We're going to go back to flat foot, then run and walk when we'll get across the bridge. Then we'll start moving into that rack, okay? The smooches. Once he figures out what you want, you won't even need to wear spurs on him. See if you can get me a sloppy gait. Get him in between gaits so we can see what's not right. Slow down. There. Release the rein. I tell you, it's hard to get him to screw up. That's my kind of mule. Savannah can't even screw him up. Now that's a good mule. There. That's a little bit sloppy. Okay, let's speed him up to his run and walk, tighten up those reins. Let's go for the rack. Kick him hard, move him up. There we go. Right there. There's your rack. Tighten up. That means tighten the reins up. But just stay after that, Savannah, just like that. Right by all this brush, and he doesn't even falter. A little more speed if you can. See what we can get out of him. Push him till he crow hops. There. There. See that crow hop? That's a top. Let him settle now. But don't let him stop. Just, he's getting sloppy right there. We'll have to turn around and go back. So we brought him up so you could see what it's like when you just get too fast. When you just get too fast, he'll go to crow hopping like a horse does. And just stop there and let's go back, Savannah. A crow hop a little bit, and then then instead of pulling down on him and asking him to slow down, if you'll just not tighten up, put a little more tension on the rein, he'll get the signal that he needs to quit that crow hopping, and instead of slowing down, he'll drop into his rack, and you won't lose hardly any speed at all. So let's get around, let's go do this thing. Just take him right to a rack. So he's fighting you a little bit this time, pushing that nose up. Okay, stop right there. Whoa. Okay, so Savannah, what you're not used to him being trained to do is when he tucks his head down, his nose down, he's supposed to get not a loose rein, but you're supposed to let that tension go a little bit. That's his reward. If you just keep hauling, that's why he was, now the first time he threw his nose up, I don't know what that was, but as we came down through here, he kept pushing that nose up, pushing that nose up. It was because he was trying to get away from the pressure of the bit, and you weren't giving him the release, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
We don't want to give him a sloppy rein, we just want to let some of the tension out. So let's see if we can do that again. Goes straight into a rack, a little harder to do than, woo, there he goes. All right, now think about your reins. Release, there. Release, there. Now tighten up a little bit. There you go, try to hang in there like that. Put a little tension, there. When you lock that bit in just right, the nose came down. So we're going to not slow down, but we're going to let him not go quite as fast. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it does. That's great. We got a car coming, he'll just have to wait. Just keep going. I think we pay our taxes, don't we, on the road? Crossfire says, I'm getting out of here. There's a truck back there. You're really lighting him up now, Kate. Stay with him. I don't think that Chevy's going to pass. Put those hands by your belly button. There was a little crow hop, and then we got where we ought to be. Savannah, just go in there and wait on this guy.